Alright. Right. Much as I hoped, I'm finishing Star Wars Skeleton Crew in one go. This vlog will be on both episodes 7 and 8. Both this and how I handle win or lose are going to be some of a test from how I'm going to be talking about Andor after the second season of that starts in a couple weeks. And I re-binged the first season. So, let's talk about how both episodes 7 we're going to be in so much trouble, and at the finale to the season, possibly the series of The Real Good Guys, with them being directed by Lee Isaac Chung and John Watts respectively. And even though I did not once again did not really appreciate the spoilers leaking in my feed, I am at least glad that the children made it all home. Just not in the way expected, because it turns out there's another reason why Jod wanted to bring them back. Because, as it turns out, Adatin has a sizable amount of treasure there, and that alone definitely shows that this event was indeed as advertised, as a classic Star Wars adventure, by way of a family adventure show. I mean, it is just, you are not too far nor were the creators in thinking the Goonies in space at all. Admittedly, there's a lot of elements I do enjoy, and that's the whole thing at this point in the saga. About trying to tread the line between honoring its vast legacy, while also expanding things for newcomers. To me, I've always had to reconcile how it looks at the films of the past, while also trying to implement new material, or at the very least remix existing one in unique, interesting ways. And as I've stated before, and I will state again, and while the Skywalker legacy may be the main focal points for the first 9 main chapters, it is truly the other characters that help turn it into a rich fictional universe today, whether it's a roguish pirate who may or may not be a Jedi, as he's claiming, though given how it's clear at this point in the timeline, the Order has not, First Order has not yet risen from the Empire's ashes, and so obviously there'd be no one to out himself towards, and also, a young person managed to fix a droid even though his head got popped off, which would not be the first time that happened, and it is also still interesting from even from a perspective visual presentation, where when they do use digital effects, they're actually more advanced than they would have been even in the last couple of decades. But they also do a lot more things the old-fashioned way, making them practically people in costumes, animatronics, and also built sets. It's where there are still cases where digital work supplies assist. Rather than overpowering everything, especially in regards to volume, where it's a difference between adding a little bit of spice to your dish as opposed to dousing it in some overpowering sauce so you can't even tell what you're eating anymore. And in all honesty, I'm not actively going to be thinking about a potential second season, given the way that the show ended. But I'm not against the idea. Yeah, I mean, we also announced a new who animated anthology coming, fitting like in the first weekend of May, the 4th. I mean, even though I might be able to check it out right away because of tripping going on, I will definitely be addressing that after it goes live, when I come back. And I will definitely also keep in mind the other stuff I get to talk about. I might even finally cave and talk about those weird Ewok TV movies that I've been resisting for the longest time. Which, yeah. And of course, there's gonna be more video games. I'm also gonna try and find maybe someplace showing episode 3 for its 20th anniversary to celebrate the Revenge of the Fifth. Failing that, likely be watching the now infamous Backstroke of the West cut, which turned the Jedi Council into a Presbyterian Church, and had the plot involve something about elephants who are good, apparently. As for the person that's currently in charge of Lucasfilm contemplating retirement, not just from the company but from the entire business, well, I think that's ultimately for them to decide. It does make me wonder who's going to succeed them. Well, honestly, I mean, I can think of plenty of candidates already, several of whom have been working with the Saga for a long time and still are. And I can say that I will indeed be, after I give like another compliment to Giacchino for the music and Louise Mingenbach's costume design, I will be binging the first season of Andor again, talk about that ahead of season 2 coming a couple weeks. First, however, I will be addressing my thoughts this week on the GameCube Classic coming to Switch 2, so that'll be all for now. See you all again soon. May the Force be with you all.